What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Blueprints of Call of Duty Mobile. And today we are going to be discussing the Type 25 Steel Blue. So the Steel Blue might be familiar to some of you guys who have played this game long enough. The Steel Blue was part of a season of Call of Duty Mobile. I forgot which one it was called. It was probably called the Steel Legion or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't actually around until like season 6 of last year, so I can't really say much. But they did have a Steel Blue version of the Arctic 50 as well as the AK-47. And I guess they decided to expand upon the collection by adding 3 new. That, of course, being the Type 25 RUS and the AGR 556. So don't worry, guys, I'm going to have individual episodes for each of those different skins. But for now, let's actually focus on the Type 25 because this is probably the most interesting skin that I've ever received for this weapon. I mean, even now, just by looking at the screen and looking at the gameplay, you could obviously see why this weapon skin just looks so interesting. And it's obviously the iron sight. So of course, you know, the weapon itself, just all around the body, looks alright. I mean, it's just covered in blue, and just the overall geometry is completely different. But this major selling point for this weapon is, of course, the iron sight. So as you can see, the iron sight is in the shape of a diamond with the V in the front, and it is far less obstructing than the base version of the Type 25. I do have to say that. And I don't know, it feels a lot more stable having a sight like this. I don't know if it's just like it's magnified a little bit closer, but I don't know, the way that it looks is just amazing. So I know a lot of you guys in the comment section are going to say that it looks pay to win, but really there's no real difference. I mean, I could perform the same way if I had a base version of the Type 25. But, you know, what matters to me the most about this iron sight is just how it looks in general. We don't get a lot of skins that actually change the iron sight so dramatically like the Steel Blue series. Of course, we also have the geometry skins for the Type 25 and the HG40, but they're not really that much different compared to this. So really all I can say right now is that I really can't wait until they let us put completionist camos on this, because you know I am going to be rocking this like crazy. So anyways, let's get into the more important parts, which is of course the attachments it comes with and the class setup that I have for you guys, because this weapon is a lot better than it has been for a very long time. So the attachment that this blueprint comes with is the MIP Light Barrel Short, the YKM Light Stock, Strike Foregrip, and Stopping Power Reload. But what I use for my class setup is Steady Stock Full Ammo OWC Laser Tactical, Rubberized Grip Tape, and Stopping Power Reload. So basically, the class setup that I have here for the Type 25 is probably the best I can think of. It has very good stability, and it does help compensate for the recoil of the Stopping Power Reload. The thing is, with the Type 25, a lot of people really fail to see how good this weapon actually is, and that's mainly because they focus too much on the QXR, QQ9, and the Bison. But this can be a very, very decent counter to those weapons. You know, like ever since the clan war started, of course, the public lobbies have gotten a little bit more challenging because you have people from ranked coming in to get, you know, UAVs for team deathmatch in order to score some points for their clan wars. And despite all the meta weapons that they use, I still have a pretty easy time going against these guys with this specific weapon build. As long as you can get it by surprise, because if you face them up front, like, of course, they're obviously going to win, but this is a weapon that can kill pretty quickly, though. So now we come to the question of whether or not this is worth buying. So this specific crate, or at least where it comes from, is significantly cheaper than the rest. You know, you don't have to pay $1,400, you don't have to pay $900. It's about maybe, I think, 540 COD points per 10 drops. So the first 10 drops that you get is going to be dupe protected, and there is a very high chance that you're going to get this type of weapon. Of course, you could always get the AGR or the RUS. And like I said, I'm going to have individual videos on those, so don't worry about that. But for me, like, I didn't really get any of those weapons in those 2 dupe protected drops. I ended up having to pay like up to $50 more in order to get these things, and it is well worth my money. But anyways, like I said before in my previous videos, it's up to you if you actually want to buy them. You don't have to spend your money. It doesn't change the weapons stats in any way, so just letting you guys know. So anyways, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with the RUS 79U Steel Blue.